Hey Aquarius, and welcome to your tarot love reading. I'm just gonna start drawing cards for you, Aquarius. Bam! Look at that. Um, can't lead off with a better card than that, can you, Aquarius? Actually, I'm already starting to see some things in that card, which is terrific, mind you, Aquarius. So some of you Aquarius out there are understanding how our inner world translates out into outer world. Because of what I'm seeing here, what I want to concentrate on first is the symbol on the masculine's back, the symbol on the feminine's back, and how those two combined make up this symbol. And what I'm seeing here, are you and your person learning how to cooperate with each other and understand that your energies have to flow with each other before they could be one. And mind you, when those two are joined together, it's a masculine and feminine energy forming that figurine in the middle there. It's an Ankh and the Moon card. And in this particular deck, the Ankh is mostly carried by the Magician card. I always talked about how the Magician card symbolizes the masculine energy more because they tend to be more 3D in that energy. And the feminine energy is linked to the Moon more, so to speak, because they're more inward, more intuitive. That's how the masculine and feminine energies operate. Is one is more inner world, and one is more outer world. And we both incorporate both those energies within us, is understand how those energies flow within us so that we can be empowered too, Aquarius. Why I'm saying this for you, Aquarius, because we're leaning out with this card, which a lot of you focus on union with your person, which is true, mind you. But what I'm seeing here is you coming to understand that you have to have this for yourself first. You are learning how to unify that masculine and feminine energy within you before you can even have it with someone else. You have to have it with yourself first before you can even share it with someone else. Because how do you give something to someone else when you don't have it for yourself? If you don't have it for yourself, that's what I do in coaching is help people understand how these energies operate within them. And yes, it does take more than one session because there's a lot involved with that. And it's about you and being aligned with yourself. And that's why coaching is so effective is it is all about you. Then we can work on you and how to be in union with yourself first. And when you are unified with yourself, then everything outside of yourself exemplifies that. And coaching is just a tool. It's just a tool that you can use for yourself. And it's up to you what you get from coaching. I'm just here to help you along the way so that you can understand how this can be for yourself so you can be empowered within. So when you're empowered within yourself, then you're not looking outside yourself for confirmation because you have it within you. That's even expressed in my passion book too, how to do that. But that is just a tool too. All this stuff are tools to help you be empowered within you. That's why a lot of us are seeking union with a person because we think that they're going to complete us. It's kind of the backwards way of going about doing it. You have to have it for yourself first before anybody else will respect that about you, including your person. It's always the case. It never ever stops being that way, no matter what stage, if there are stages, mind you, of connection you have with your person. Because there are no stages, mind you. It's all about your connection with yourself. And it goes to many levels of understanding about yourself and how the energies operate within you. So Aquarius, if you're wanting that quote-unquote union with your person, you have to have it with yourself first. And it does require you understand how feminine and masculine energies operate within you. It's showing up in your first card here. Mind you, I just got done with the first card. We're already 4.5 minutes into your reading, Aquarius. So I'm going to draw the rest of your cards out here. Ooh, Aquarius. Aquarius. Look at this. If you're looking for double confirmation that you're not feeling that energy within you, you wouldn't be feeling within you if this card didn't show up in reverse for yourself, Aquarius. Let's go on here. I'll get to why that Tower card's showing up and why the Wounded Warrior energy and the Eight of Swords being showing up here. What I'm seeing here, Aquarius, is the duality of how you are perceiving things in your own connection with your person, whoever your person may be. You all going to have different connections with your person. I don't care about labels. I care about connection. Connection is always relevant no matter how you label that connection and how you experience that connection for you. We're all unique individuals, so we're going to experience connection in different ways. So for me to sit here and say, like, it's going to be this way for Aquarius, well, I wouldn't be in my truth if I said that, because first of all, this is just a general reading, right? So I'm not connecting specifically to you, Aquarius, but if you want me to, we can even have a private reading, and then it'll be totally focused on you too. That is my description box if you want a tarot reading for me. With that being said, Aquarius, I'm just going to dive further into your reading here. And what I'm seeing here, let's be honest with you, Aquarius, what I'm seeing here is, I'm going to put a label out there now, a twin flame energy. You know, a lot of you have different labels of how that plays out, but what it means is that you're multi-dimensional. You're having more just a human experience here, and you can have, well, the biggest thing is that you are multi-dimensional. A lot of you might even think that you're alien beings. There's a lot of alien types out there. Even the types that are being consciously discussed right now are just not even a tip of the iceberg, because there's infinite amount of experiences that we can have. And then a lot of you might be able to resonate even in those additional alien forms, because if we are infinite beings, then we can have infinite amount of experiences too. So even when I do my my origin readings, it would be the experience you had prior to your current experience right now. What you currently are experiencing right now is what you consciously are having with me at this given moment. So a lot of us are having this human experience right now. That's what I label it. And prior to that, we've had other experiences, and a lot of us perceive those to be alien experiences. I'll even label as galactic experiences, because a lot of you have a misconception of what even aliens are about. Aliens are just anything outside the human experience. They're not having an experience here on Earth. They're not of this world. That's what I call aliens. So, anyways, with that being said, Aquarius, we're laying it out with you front and center here. And we are talking about you feeling your galactic side. That's the label I'm going to use on that, Aquarius. And you're pretty new at this understanding for yourself, because you're just a child. You're still discovering this aspect of yourself, and you're trying to add this understanding to who you are, because what I'm seeing here is your foundation. So you're trying to incorporate this understanding yourself that you're receiving at this moment, Aquarius, about your galactic self and how it affects you in your human experience here, and even how it relates to your union not only with your person but with yourself. Because if you have this twin flame connection, your person is you, just having another human experience at the same time. So if you are from a certain world, your person's going to be there too. They might have even experienced those different worlds at different times, because when it comes to our connection to a person, it's not dependent on us having the same experience at the same time. Just for example, you're you and they're them, right? But you're one at the same time. And if you dive into the quantum field, understand quantum physics, then you can understand how two entangled particles, I'll leave them particles, but they're not particles, they're subatomic particles. So when they're entangled, no matter how far apart they are, the entanglement is still going to be there, and they're going to respond to each other according to that entanglement that they share with each other. So the same thing if you have this connection with your person that has no conditions to it, meaning that it's not limited, it has no limitations And no matter what happens in your own life, that connection you have with your person is there regardless of what you're experiencing at any given moment in your life. You feel this right now, Aquarius, because this is in reverse. This is how you're feeling. And this is what you want because it's upright. This is what you want. You want this because you're feeling it. And how you're feeling about it is you are truly desiring this to be in your life right now. So that's what you're focused on. You want this in your life right now. But since you don't have it, you're in tower moments because of it. Because your expectations are not being met. And mind you, why is the third eye there? Are you watching tarot to get more clarity with your own perception of things that are going on? Now, mind you, I label it as perception. Perception always comes from ego. Ego doesn't understand connection to begin with. In fact, that's what's causing all this over here. Because of past experiences that you may have had in your own life. It doesn't even have to go back to your person. It could be any experience that you've experienced in your own life. In fact, it could be other people in your own life telling you what's happening in your own life, and it's causing you confusion. Mind you, confusion. And it's making you trying to go inwards, but you're surrounded by all these lies. Mind you, all the swords are on the ground downwards. You're surrounded by all those lies. And you're binding yourself to those lies. You're still trying to go inwards, trying to figure out things. But you're surrounded by all these lies. So it's causing you a lot of confusion, Aquarius. Why? And then when you're in this confusion, all it is bringing up all those wounds within you. Then you're projecting. Because when you're in a wounded energy, you tend to project. You don't like to face your own reality of yourself. You tend to project in those trying times. I'll put that label on there, Aquarius. Because like I said, this is just a general check-in. And so if you're... Okay, what I'm seeing is the duality, right? This is what you want. But this is currently what's happening in your current situation. So Aquarius, you're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation so you can have this, right? Because ultimately, this is what you want. You don't want this for sure. Who wants this? Who wants this? You definitely want this, Aquarius. So your biggest challenge, Aquarius, is to find out how to do that for yourself. Now, like I said, I do have coaching. I can help you with that. You just have to get in connection with me, and we can work that out for you. But Aquarius, you're surrounded by all these downward swords, what are lies, and you're trying to go inwards to try to figure this out, but you're bound by all these lies, and it's causing you a lot of confusion, and it's actually causing you to feel more wounded more than anything. So it's really up to you, Aquarius. Do you want to be stuck in this energy or start experiencing this for your life? That is your option that you have, Aquarius. And if it was up to me, I'd definitely be picking this for myself instead of this. Because these are polar opposites. And if I had a choice, I'd be striving for this. I'd be doing whatever I can to be in this energy, Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, I love you a lot. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.